Hello everyone, I'm back, Dracon84. So the update has hit and now we have apartment floors, which is cool. So I've already done the first one, which is, well, not very, which is the easiest one. There were patch notes. If you want me to go over them in another video, I'll be happy to do it. For now, I think we'll just try and play. So we're just going to start on floor 2. Eventually I will be making videos at the highest apartment floor because I think that's the highest skill level. We want to try and go for the highest skill ceiling here, so well, let's just start for now. A few things have changed. We might find some changes here. So another 3-sided die to start with, which is perfect. Ooh, this is interesting. So 3-sided die is just fine. It's good. But I think we're already a little bit ahead with the 3-sided dice. So I think we're gonna hedge with the cultist and see if we can just make this run really easy. 3-sided die would be a fine pick, but just the chance of continuously picking up cultists, that's just great. So I hope this video isn't going to be just picking up 6 cultists easily and then never thinking again. But if that happens to be the case, that's fine. Right, new symbol, target. So target gives 2, so it's already good. And it gives 10 when it's destroyed. So if you get to destroy it, that's fine. I don't know if there are any items that specifically destroy targets. Right, maybe there's right, we have these arrows. Maybe there's an item right now that says that if an arrow points at a target, the target is destroyed or something like that. I don't know. I haven't come across it yet, but well, this is the target. I think it's easier to make peaches good than targets. I mean, we have fruit basket, we have Mrs. Fruit, and I think it's correct here to pick a peach, but maybe we'll find out that there are some other things to do with the targets. But for now, I haven't seen those yet, so I'm not going to go with them. Just pick up the peach and go from there. So, checkered flag has some really nice things it can do. Grave robber is just always fine. It's just one of the strongest commons, and wanted poster, it needs us to do some specific things. So I think it's between checkered flag and grave robber, and I'm going to go with the grave robber here because it can allow us to pick up some things to make our cultists better, right? If we can pick up like a big urn and maybe some smaller urns, they can be destroyed easily and make up space to make our cultists good. So I'm going to go with this, but checkered flag would be completely fine. Actually, if I didn't have cultists yet, maybe I would go for checkered flag. So we can see the toddler destroys bubbles. Bubble is another new symbol. It gives 2 and it destroys itself after giving money 3 times. It's fine. It basically gives 6 once, is how you can look at it, which is fine. Toddler hasn't really changed yet. I did a run yesterday where I picked up an early jack-o'-lantern, picked up a few toddlers, piñatas, and a few bubbles, and it got me to a point where I could win the run with a few diamonds. But it's not really what I'm trying to do here. So I'm gonna skip the toddler, skip the beer, skip the banana peel. I don't need those. Just stay the course. Goldfish, cherry, oyster. I feel like I need to pick something up at some point. I'm going to, right, 50 in 3 spins. 50 minus 25 equals 25 divided by 3. I need to make 8 each spin. So I need to make 8. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I'm almost certain to make my rent, so I don't need to pick something up here. So I'm not going to. Another 3-sided die, great. Right, that's exactly the thing that we need to try and find our way to 100. So we're at 48, definitely making 50. So gonna skip here. Gonna hope for at least one more cultist. But right now we're getting an uncommon. So bronze arrow doesn't do anything right now since we have a lot of empties, but it's going to pay out a lot later, especially if we have some really high value symbols like cultists. So we could pick up the bronze arrow. Bear is good, plum is fine. Plum could actually be more interesting because we already have a peach. So it's good with the same things that a peach is good with. But you need to be careful not to go too hard on one strategy, because if you don't get Mrs. Fruit or a fruit basket and you're all in on picking up 2 value fruits, you can actually handicap yourself. I think I'm fine for now, so I'm gonna pick up a bronze arrow, but I think any of these are fine pickups. Flush, red pepper, purple pepper. I'm gonna go for the purple pepper. I don't think flush is very good. Just giving 50 once is just not great. I mean, it's better than nothing, but this is not going to tell me that I need to go for suits. If I'm already going for suits, maybe I'm picking up a flush just because it's free. But right now, purple pepper, just try and see if we can get cultists to work. If we can make purple pepper pay out consistently, we are in very good shape. So we need to pick up some symbols at some point. I mean, we're not behind, we are fine, but I think picking up an owl here is just a good thing to do. Banana peel, beer, or none of these are any good. So I'm gonna grab the calculator again. 100 minus 38 divided by 4 equals 15. So we need to make 15 a spin. I think that's doable. Let's see. Right, this is 16, so this was 16 with a high roll. So we really do need to pick up more 2 value symbols. So pick up the plum. I really don't like picking up dwarves or things like that at a point like this. So we have 12 empties. I don't think we really need to pick something up here, but a rabbit has a few items that can make it better, so I don't think there's any downside to picking up a rabbit here. We can always remove it later. I think skipping or picking is both fine here. Alright, making 18 this turn. So this is interesting, a shiny pebble. We actually need to make 12 this turn, which we're almost certainly going to, but so shiny pebble means that we are that we would be abandoning our cultist plan, basically. I mean, commons still show up, but they show up less and less, and it would make it less likely for us to pick up cultists. I think I'm gonna pick up another owl, and after that I'm basically done with picking up low value symbols. Picking up shiny pebble isn't bad here, but it doesn't work with what we're doing right now, so I'm gonna skip it here and just pick up an owl. Right, arrow gave 3 this turn, which is great. So we're at 109. So we need to do something here. So let's see. Hooligan, clubs, reroll, capsule. That's really bad. So hooligan doesn't do anything since we already have the grave robber. Clubs. I really don't like going clubs when I already have something going on, or just suits. They're a gamble, and I don't like gambling. Even though I'm playing a slot machine game here. A reroll capsule could be okay, it's basically free, but I have rerolls, so I think it's good to reroll here and look for more 2 value symbols. Wealthy capsule, item capsule, spades. I don't like picking up a wealthy capsule when I'm trying to look for permanent ways to get better. I think there are a lot of common items that can really help us, so I'm gonna pick the item capsule here, but that does mean that I'm not picking up a decent symbol here. right? Because item capsule means that I'm skipping an uncommon here, and that might cost me. So I need to be aware that I'm putting myself a bit further behind unless I get a really good item. Right, there's Comfy Pillow, which is very interesting. So Comfy Pillow gets you rare items, but only if you're ahead. We are not ahead right now. So skipping spins could actually lose us the run. I'm gonna pick Rusty Gear here. Rusty Gear has a really high ceiling. It can easily be insanely good. Black Pepper is fine, but there was a reason Rusty Gear was shifted from common to uncommon last the patch before this one. So gonna pick up Rusty Gear. I think Comfy Pillow is one of the strongest items in the game, but only if you're ahead, and we're not ahead right now, so I'm picking up Rusty Gear. So we have 2 removals, but we're not full yet, so we're not picking up any removals. We got Tax Evasion, which is interesting. So Bounty Hunter, Tedium Capsule, Egg. Tedium Capsule is also new. So it destroys itself and it gives 5 when destroyed, so you already get something. And at least one of the symbols to add after the spin will be common, so it basically forces one symbol to be common, even if that symbol should have been uncommon. So we need to be aware that if we are not going to pick up cultists quickly, that dream is going away and we need some other plan. Now, we just picked up a Tax Evasion. Tax Evasion can be really good, but we don't have anything that works with it yet. So, again, we need to do something. I could reroll for another thing, but there's really nothing here, and I think because we're still thinking of picking up more cultists, I think picking up Tedium Capsule is fine here. But and I'm definitely not picking a Bounty Hunter or Egg here. I think both of those are bad here. So I think picking Tedium Capsule is better than skipping or rerolling. So let's see. Tense situation. So Dwarf and Toddler, either of those is the common that we just got from the Tedium Capsule, but we just want 2 value symbols if we can. And the main reason that that commons are good here is right. The main reason that more cultists would be good here is because they're not 1 value symbols anymore. So Magpie. So we have Tax Evasion, and Magpie can be really good with Tax Evasion, and it's probably better than skipping here. So it gives 9 every 4 spins, and it doesn't give -1 anymore. So that's 9 divided by 4. It gives us 2.25. It's better than a wolf, actually. Not right now, because we're going to need to pay 150 before we actually get the Magpie to work. But if we're going to skill anyway, we need to pick up something, and Magpie is better than nothing. So, right. So we're not in the best shape. But if we just keep on picking up 2 value symbols, maybe we get to 150. And maybe not, maybe this will be a short video. Big Urn is great because we have the Grave Robber, and it's if it breaks right now, that means that we get 2 spirits which are going to be put on the board, so we're going to make 10 from this. So we need 150 in 1 spin. We are not very close. So let's see what happens. Right, we missed. So we had a lot of bad rolls. Maybe we kind of got unlucky with the cultists. We picked up a bronze arrow, which might have been wrong. Maybe we should have been picking up the bear or the plum. None of our items really helped us all the way at the end. The grave robber did something for us, but we didn't see any urns at all. So basically, well, we lost, and I'm not exactly sure what I could have done differently. Maybe I could have tried to pivot earlier from the cultists, but there weren't a lot of great things to pick up here. So sometimes these runs happen. That's fine. This was the first one in the update, and we're going to try and win as consistently as possible in the future. So I hope this was fun, interesting, or maybe educational. In any case, this was it, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.